Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is your host, Jesse, aka LegendX, just coming to you here, making a quick video. Basically, it's a topic that I need to cover. I need to talk about, clear the air, explain something to you, throw a little history at you. Here's the situation. So, recently, since I started going full-time into cryptocurrency, I've gotten a little pushback, not pushback, but skepticism, doubt, whatever you have from friends and family on social media. And a lot of it comes down to just not understanding technology, not understanding the mechanisms of blockchain. Too good to be true, not real money. I'll get into all that. So let me start off with a little bit of a history here. If y'all not familiar, one point in time in our history, we didn't buy things with fiat US dollars. We bought things with gold, with silver, with precious gems, with other materials. I'll give you 12 chickens for a half a cow, stuff like that. That's how things were done, bartering system. Along came the United States. Well, obviously it's been done elsewhere, but in the United States, the government said, I'm going to start printing. We're going to make it easier for everybody to trade. Easier for everyone to trade. They started printing this thing called money, called the US dollars. Obviously nickels, dimes, whatever the case may be, fiat. They started printing it. At first, people were like, I'm not taking this as trade. This is worthless to me. It's just paper and metal. It's, not even precious metal for the most part. I'm not taking this, or I want 4 times what you're willing to give to me because it's not worth anything to me. So people wouldn't adopt it. They were like, no, I'm not taking this as trade. Well, obviously the federal government stepped in and said, well, you have to take it as trade. But to make things a little more easy on you to settle your mind, we're going to go with what's called the gold standard. We're going to pick up a bunch of this gold, and so this dollar equals this much gold, and we're going to have this gold here, so at any point in time, if you want gold instead of this dollar, you can give us this dollar and we will give you gold. That was called the gold standard. We don't operate on the gold standard anymore. We operate on a basically trust system. We trust that the federal government is not going to let this coin fail, that the federal government itself is not going to fail. If the federal government were to fail, our US dollar would be worthless, like it is in some countries having issues, Greece, stuff like that. Their fiat has gone through the floor, not worth a whole lot to the rest of the world. So, that being said, this is what we're working with. We're working with dollars that are backed by nothing but trust. That is it. And God we trust on the paperwork. No, it's in the U.S. government we trust is what it really comes down to. So, people say, Bitcoin, it's not worth anything. It's not real money. It's just as real as the U.S. dollar. Except it's not controlled by banks. It's not controlled by any one government. It's controlled by us. It's decentralized. Now, how Bitcoin came about was they wanted someone, Satoshi, it's a fake name, don't know who the person really was, solve the riddle to digital currency. The governments, U.S. governments particularly, has been working on a form of digital currency for a very long time. Couldn't figure it out. The problem with digital currency is technically zeros and ones. There's nothing to stop me from selling you the same zeros and ones, or giving you the same zeros and ones as I gave John Smith over there. By the time you guys realize one of you guys got screwed out of your zeros and ones because they're the same exact zeros and ones, I got the product. Basically, I could duplicate it as much as I wanted to. Along came Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. So basically, it works off of cryptology, blockchain. Basically, I'm not going to get involved on how it actually works, but basically, it makes it so I can't give you the same I can't do the same transaction with 2 different people at the same time. The blockchain makes sure of it. Basically, it's like having 6 wow, draw a blank. But basically, when you have notary, basically 6 notaries, I go ahead and I'm going to send Bitcoin to John. I submit that sending feature to send it to his wallet, it sits there pending until it's been confirmed by no less than 6 people, or in this case 6 computers, confirm the transaction by doing a series of computations, basically taking the transaction number, encrypting it with another code, and creating a result, and the result has to be within this requirement, so many zeros and everything. It's very detailed in how it works. But basically, 6 people confirm that transaction. Once that transaction is confirmed by 6 people, it's irreversible. It's considered complete. Now, generally, they'll get hundreds eventually, up to 100, 120 confirmations before the blockchain is actually closed down, and they move to the next blockchain, which is a block of transactions. So computers break down the blockchain, break down all the transactions in this one block, and then once that block's completed, the computer systems that are mining moved on to the next blockchain, and they start breaking down these and confirming these transactions. These transactions are complete. I can't recreate them. Done. That's it. So that, in essence, is how Bitcoin works. It allows you to transfer money from point A to point B, secure, quick, digitally. Have you ever tried to send money from one bank to another bank? Within your same bank, it's pretty easy. Log in, click, I want to move from one account to another. Try sending your money from one bank to another bank. Generally requires a wire transfer. Have any of you ever tried a wire transfer before? A, they're not cheap. I know my bank charges $15 for a wire transfer. B, they're time consuming. I have to go into the bank, have all the exact information. If the information is wrong and I submit that wire, that money doesn't come back, it's gone. So it's kind of works like Bitcoin, because you submit that to the wrong place and it gets completed, it's gone. So it works along the same base. But then it has to be notarized. In my bank, 3 different people I have to look it over. The person I'm working with who's submitting the wire transfer has to look it over, and a third party has to look it over. Usually the bank manager or somewhere higher up has to look over that transaction before it goes. And then it can take a couple days. Sometimes as quick as 2 hours, but it can take a couple days. What's another way we can go ahead and transfer money from one bank account to another bank account? Writing a check. I'm giving so-and-so money. I'm writing them a check. The check takes 3 days to clear. So that's another way, transferring money from one location. We're not talking about buying with a credit card or buying with cash. That's different. We're talking transferring money from one location to another. This is what blockchain fixes. It allows a quick, anonymous transaction from point A to point B with all the extra hassle at a fast pace. Depending on how fast, 20, 30 minutes. Some of the newer coins out there have even faster blockchains, resolve in 2 to 3 minutes, a few seconds even. Very, very fast. A lot of banks are actually starting to jump on board. Specifically, one of them is Ripple, where they're going to start using Ripple. They take the US cash, they convert it to Ripple, they transfer it to other place, they convert it from Ripple back to USD. Boom, money transferred very quickly. No need for all the other shenanigans. So that's how cryptocurrency works in a nutshell. Now, cryptocurrencies have values, and they're all values and they fluctuate, but they're kind of traded like stock. Stock goes up, stock goes down. Nothing crazy about that. People are like, oh, there's no way, it's too good to be true. You can't get rich. You can't make a lot of money off cryptocurrency. Something's got to be wrong. Does it pass a sniff test? Because no one ever got rich on the stock market. All right, yeah, people get rich off the stock market all the time. You're holding the right stock, it blows up because something happens. Boom, you have instant wealth. Okay. Same thing happens with cryptocurrency. Something happens on this one platform. Ripple locks a new contract down. Tron locks a new contract down. The price of their coin starts to go up because the platform's doing well. Oh, look, I bought it down here. It's now worth this. I made some money. Now, that's how cryptocurrency works in a nutshell. Now we're going to focus on some other things I'm getting a lot of flack on, and those are lending programs. Being told this and that, Ponzi scheme, yada, yada, yada. So let's go over, if you're not familiar with what a Ponzi scheme is, a Ponzi scheme is someone says, I'm going to get you huge returns on your investment. I just need some money. You give them money. Oh, by the way, you should tell your friends about this. Get them involved. This is a great, great opportunity for you. Get my friends involved. They put in money. I get paid back. Then they get their friends. And then they get paid back. And then it just keeps going. You know how that happens? Because the person behind you is paying for you. That's how Ponzi scheme works. And eventually, You hit the bottom and no one else jumps on board, the Ponzi scheme collapses. There's no money left over because people above you all got paid. You're at the bottom of the rung. The opportunity closes, you lost your money. That's how a Ponzi scheme works. Now, face value on a lending program such as BitConnect, we're going to use that as an example. Face value, it kind of would look like a Ponzi scheme if you didn't know anything about it, because all you know is I'm giving them money. They're promising me they're going to give me my money back plus a large interest payment. And by the way, there's a referral program. Refer your friends, and you get a cut of their money. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me, right? You would be right in that aspect of it. But that's not exactly what's going on. So let me kind of enlighten you, specifically on BitConnect, but all the lending programs work similar to this, at least most of the legitimate ones. These programs make their money in several different ways. The first way is through what are called bot programs. Basically, you can buy and sell Bitcoin and other coins all day long on the market. You know, if you happen to buy Bitcoin when it's low and then it dips up, it goes up here today, you know, goes up here for a little while and you sell and then drops back down here and you buy and it drops, and it, you know, you're only making maybe 2 or 3% per transaction. Doesn't sound like a lot until you're doing it with hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars at a time. The yield can be pretty epic. Okay, so there's one way that they make money. So let's think about this. We are giving BitConnect our money. BitConnect is using our money to invest in trade on the markets, and then they're going to pay me back my money plus interest that I lent to them. What does that sound like to you? Sounds to me like your standard, 401k, your standard, mutual fund where you give them money, they invest for you because you have no freaking clue what you're doing on the stock market. You'll end up losing money. Let the pros invest for you. They're going to go ahead and invest your money. They're going to make money off your money. They're going to take a good chunk of it. Do you think that your 401k is only the money that you put in your 401k is only really yielding your 7 or 8%? Do you really believe it's only making 7 or 8%? No. Fidelity, or what name your company, is taking your money that's coming out of your paycheck every week, investing, or every 2 weeks, investing that for you, taking a chunk of that for themselves because they're in a financial institution, and generally financial institutions don't like to give up money, so they're taking a larger percentage than you're actually getting. So if you're pulling an ROI of 7% over the year, they're probably getting 15 or 16% on your investment, and they're giving you the leftovers. Okay, they're taking a larger majority than you're getting back. Okay, and then on top of that, your 401k, you can't get that back until you retire, or you take a huge penalty for that from the federal government. That's a different story. Oh, by the way, the reason the federal government created currency wasn't to make it easier for average Joe to trade. It was so that they can regulate it and tax it. It's a lot harder to tax 4 chickens than it is to tax $25 now, isn't it? That's why the federal government created Fiat, not to make it easier for average Joe so that they can tax it. Here we go, economy 101. So, moving back to the point. So, I'm giving them money. They're paying me back money over a period of time and interest. What else does that sound like? Sounds like when you borrow money from a bank. So, you have Mr. Banker's got lots of money. Mr. Banker says, I'll let you take a loan. Here's $5,000. But but you're going to be charged 7% a year. So you're going to pay them back the full $5,000 plus 7% a year over how many years? You do the math on that. How much money are you actually paying? How much interest are they actually getting? So in this case, instead of me borrowing money from the banker, I'm the banker. I'm giving them money for a loan for a period of time, and then they're giving me back my money plus interest payment. But instead of giving you the interest payment every month, like I pay the loan off, right? I pay the loan, and the loan only a little bit goes to principal. Most of it goes to interest. So you're giving them an interest payment every single month. Well, in this case, these lending programs, it's easy. Remember, it's easy to transfer money with digital currency. So instead of making me wait a month for my interest payment, and they're not giving me anything in my principal. They're giving me my interest payment only. So I'm getting interest payment every single day. And then at the end of my loan, I get my principal back, all one shot. My principal back at the end of my loan period, all one shot, interest payments every day. So it's like a loan, but you're the banker in this case. So you have that. So back to the lending program. So lending programs are buying and selling only, making money off of your money. And they're going to give you back a percentage of that. Then they have internal exchanges. Whenever you convert their coin, which is what you're lending with, so you lend to them in their coin, they're going to pay you back in their coin, but they pay you in the USD value of their coin at the time. So if your interest payment for the day is $100, they're going to give you $100, which with one click of the button converts it back to their coin, which is $100 worth of coin at that time. Which is another way you can play the game. We'll get into that in other videos. But then you take that, you convert it to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the main fiat for everything else. That's what everybody trades off is Bitcoin. There's a couple other ones. Bitcoin's the main one. So USD, I take my BitConnect coins, I convert them to Bitcoin. When I convert them to Bitcoin, that's a transaction. The internal exchange for BitConnect and all these other ones, even external exchanges like Binance and Cryptopia, they take a transaction fee. There is a fee involved when you buy and sell cryptocurrency on their network. They're going to take a small piece of the pie because that's how you run a business. If you're completing transactions for people, just like a bank drink, when I do a wire transfer, the bank takes $15. That's their transaction fee. So they take a transaction fee. And the same thing reverse. If I want to buy BitConnect coins from them, I have Bitcoin. I'm buying their BitConnect coin on their internal exchange. That's also subject to a fee because you're doing a transaction on their internal exchange. I forget what the exact fee is. I think it's somewhere around 1% or 0.5%. Doesn't sound like much, but you have to realize this particular exchange, BitConnect being the biggest lending platform there is, does anywhere between $22 and $30 million in trades every 24 hours. So you do the math on that. So not only are they making money off of trading with the money you gave them, they're making money off payments from transaction fees for using their exchange. And the third way they make their money is speculation. No bank ever makes money off speculation, right? Or no company, basically that's how a lot of the stock market works. Speculation, especially, there's markets specifically designed for, I'm going to buy coffee at this amount today thinking it's going to be worth this when it actually gets delivered. Called the futures market. Speculation. No one ever heard of speculation, right, people? Again, another mechanism that everyone's okay with because it happens on Wall Street and the banking industry says it's legit, guys. So they make money off speculation. I start a loan. The coin is worth, say, $100. I invest $1,000. So I give them a $1,000 loan, which is, just for ease's sake, 10 coins. $100 a coin, $1,000 loan. I give them 10 coins. 200 days later, or whatever the end of the contract is for the loan, they're going to give me my loan back. They're going to give me $1,000 back. But now that same coin is worth $200. So they're going to give me $1,000, which if I quickly hit a button, converts it to their coin. Oh, now it's only $5 coins, but yet it's still $1,000 in coin, which I again can turn around and convert it right, sell it right on the market for BTC, get $1,000 in Bitcoin, send it to my clearinghouse, cash out. Boom, I've made $1,000. It's not that complicated. Again, speculation. So they got to keep 5 coins. Those 5 coins are still worth $1,000. They gave me 5 coins because those 5 coins are worth $1,000. So I got my original money back, and they got to keep some money. Now, the way that works is sometimes their coin may be down. Maybe they had a big drop. Maybe it's a bear market. Prices are going down. So unfortunately, some people locked in loans here at $200, and maybe the coin's only worth $185 now. So now they have to give this person back at the end of the loan even more coins than they had, but they've made it they made double their coin value on something else. So again, they're making monies in different ways. It's not a Ponzi scheme where I'm only making money out the people below me. The only reason people call this a Ponzi scheme is because there's a referral bonus. No legitimate company ever has done mass line marketing, right? LuLaRoe, Young Living, any of those. Nobody's ever made money off mass line marketing. It's all fake. None of it's real. No one makes any money. People at the bottom make nothing. Mass line marketing is big, people. It's not going anywhere. People are making money. Your mom, your housewife is pulling in some extra cash, doing a little Mary Kay or LuLaRoe or whatever the purse is, and so mass line marketing. That's why the referral program is there. They don't have to spend millions of dollars doing marketing to get people in here when they have people. What they're going to do is they're people that have already invested to show the proof. Here's the proof. It's in the pudding. There's a referral bonus for you if you get people to sign up under you to help us with marketing. So we're going to pay you to market for me. Mass line marketing. No different than all the other ones out there, people. So now they've covered all of that. Explain how Bitcoin works and blockchain works. Not getting specifically, kind of breaking it down for you. The history of the U.S. dollar and how it became to be and how it's all off trust. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and prove it's in the pudding. I've been told I shouldn't talk about it by certain people because I'm considered bragging when I'm showing them the money I'm making. But then I'm being told I need to prove that I'm actually making money, because if not, I must be a liar. Okay, so these are people that maybe have known me for years, never lied to them. I'm not a liar, I'm not an idiot. Okay, so when you're telling it to me, I'm either a liar or an idiot. But if I tell you how much I'm making, I'm bragging. But if I don't tell you how much I'm making, I'm lying about the fact that it's in a mechanism to making money. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, show you my interest payments. Again, I have been reinvesting my interest payments. I haven't been cashing them out because I haven't had a need to. I've cashed out very little. But I'm going to go ahead and cash one out today on video so you see that I can make money. All right, here we are. I'm going to show you the main three I use. I dabble in other ICOs. I have other lending programs I'm involved in, not heavily. I'm going to show you the three main ones I'm invested in. All right, I invested on this one, HextraCoin, November 25th. From November 25th, and I invested $12,500. As you can see, my active investments are $21,730. We're not going to ignore this. This is extra money I got from just being working with them. They gave us bonuses because it's a new system. So that being said, my started with $12,300. My active investments is $21,730. So right there, that shows you I've been reinvesting the money I've been getting. They give me USD. If I can go here right now, lending. These are the loans I have. These are my payouts. So today, well, it's you get paid out. So today's date gets paid out tomorrow. Yesterday's date gets paid out. I got paid out $581 on my investments because they're paying out higher because of a glitch they had. So that's fine. So from November 25th till now, I've made $9,657.39 on my investment. These are my interest paid over the several loans. I've done quite a few loans with them, and they all have varying rates. Some of them, 99 days, some of them 120 days, stuff like that. This is how much I have investments. I actually only invested $12,300, so I've almost made my money back already, and it's only a month and a half, not even a month and a half in, maybe a little, about a month and a half, maybe a little less. $9,657.39. Now this money comes into my bank account every day. If you look, I got $99 sitting there, some from leftover from today that I haven't converted and done things with and moved them around, and then some from tomorrow's payments already because they're in a different country, so their time scale is a little different than ours. So $99 right now. I can hit the button, transfer it to HextraCoin, and then go to the exchange, cash it out for BTC. See, I can go ahead and sell coins right now. If I wanted to go ahead and sell my extra coins, I got 145. I can sell them all if I wanted to. At this rate, I pick my own rate because there's sellers buy. I can create my own. Or this one's pre-filled because there's people buying it at this rate right now. It's the highest that they're willing to buy at. I can click the button right now and sell $451. Get $451 in Bitcoin right now by clicking create order. It would fill out pretty quick. I get $451 in Bitcoin, which I then can send somewhere else, cash out to USD. So I am getting payments. I am making money. I'm not bullshitting you. All right. Same thing with Davercoin. Same situation. I've got $129 in my lending wallet. Now this one I haven't got paid as much on because obviously I'm investing less in this one, and it's a newer platform. I didn't invest in this one until December 12th. So roughly, about 18 to 19 days after I invested in the other ones I invested in this one, I haven't invested nearly as much money. So I've only made $1,456.90 since December 12th. So that's my payment since December 12th. BitConnect, I invested on the 25th of November, same time HextraCoin did. I invested, same amount, $12,300. This one isn't paying up quite as well. That's fine. So my earnings are $7,727.57. So between these three, I haven't even done the math on them. We'll say $9,600 to round it down. $9,600. $1,400, so that would be $11,000 there. Just about $18,000 since November 25th. Again, not bragging, just showing you because I've been told I'm a liar, basically saying you're not making any money. You're full of shit. It's not. You can't make that. You can't make money this easily. So that's how you can make money. Again, I've reinvested most of it. That's why my active investments on this one, $17,480. I only invest in $12,300. The rest of it, so I would pump money back into it to build it up to make bigger interest payments per day, and then the rest of it I may have moved over. Maybe I moved some over to Daver. I cashed some out. I moved some other investment opportunities, buying coin on the exchanges and whatnot, various exchanges. So but that's money I could do with whatever I want. These were payments I could cash out to USD immediately or within a few hours. So now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go through and cash them out because I went ahead and I sold some of my BitConnect that I got through my lending program. I'm holding 0.1 Bitcoin right there. I think it's a little over $1,000 or whatever the case may be. So here I am. I'm gonna go to my wallet. Withdraw BTC. Bitcoin address. I have to go to my dashboard here. This is the Gemini Trust. This is where I buy and sell Bitcoin. So what I'm gonna do is once the Bitcoin hits here, I'm gonna pause the video because once I actually submit the transaction, it's gonna take an hour or two for it to be confirmed by six or more basically miners that are mining it. Basically your equivalent of I keep forgetting what they are. At the bank. Whatever. So the people that verify transactions or mortgages and stuff like that. So basically once it hits here, I go ahead and put a sell order for BTC for USD, and then the USD will hit my account. I hit a button. I do a wire transfer to my bank. The reason why it's easy for me to wire transfer to my bank from here because I already have a trust set up with them. So I've already wired money to Gemini, so they have a direct trust with my bank for my specific account to make the wire transfers faster. That's the only way wire transfers go fast is if you wire transfer the same place over and over again. After the first transaction, you can usually expedite a situation, but it's not easy if you're going all over the place. So that's why blockchain is very important. And I'll have USD, but we're gonna go through it. So let me get my address here. Deposit into exchange BTC. Here's my wallet. It's basically like an address, but it's a digital address. Here's my wallet address. It's unique to this particular site for Bitcoin only and for me. No one else has the same address anywhere in the world. It's unique. So copy that. Bitcoin I'm going to send to this address. All of my Bitcoin. Again, transaction fee, sending Bitcoin. Now, transaction fee for sending Bitcoin, that usually goes to the miners. So BitConnect usually isn't making money when I transfer my Bitcoin away from here. They're making money when I buy and sell Bitcoin or BitConnect coin on their exchange. This fee is paying the miners to confirm the transaction. So this is a network fee from Bitcoin. Okay, so enter my password. We're gonna go ahead and slide to their screen because I don't want you to even know how long my passwords are. Sorry, the cyber security person in me just overly cautious. And I'm gonna go ahead and I have 2FA on this. So we're going to go ahead and 2FA. Two-form authentication. So I got randomly generated keys that pop up every 30 seconds. I have to punch the key in and withdraw PTC. Confirm. Okay. So here's where I'll pause the video because I do have to wait for the transaction to actually hit the other side, which may take a half hour, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's longer depending on how busy it is because the miners have to go through all the transactions. And I will be right back with you when that happens, all right? All right, I'm back. Sorry for that delay. I had to wait for that to go through. It took about a half hour or so for that to go through. So here we are looking at the Gemini Trust Company. That's where I work. That's where I do my business through. As you can see, the money, the BTC hasn't hit my account for that amount. It's giving me the approximate value based off of what BTC is right now. So right now, that BTC, the Bitcoin I sent, which is BTC, that's the trading symbol, kind of like you get these trading symbols on NASDAQ and whatnot. At $1,332.02. So here I have Bitcoin. I need to get USD so I can transfer that to my bank. So I'm just going to quickly go to the exchange. I'm going to go ahead and sell Bitcoin to USD. Currency pair USD, price there, quantity. I'm going to sell. Wait. Doing it wrong. Give me a second. I don't do too many withdrawals again because I've been reinvesting as the Bitcoin's down. So I want to do when I sell it. I mean, I can hold it and it's going to go back up, but we're going to go ahead and sell today because again, proving the funds here. Let's see. We are going to sell. Here's BTC to USD. So 0.1002612 BTC. That's the price. That's the current price I'm selling at. And we go ahead and sell. Charge me $3.33 to use their exchange. Go figure. The order has been placed a few seconds ago. Completed limit sell a few seconds ago. So if you look at my dashboard, I now have 0 BTC, but I have $1,327.64 in my account USD. Again, I was on BitConnect. I sold my BitConnect for Bitcoin, transferred to the site. 30 minutes later, it's here, converted to USD. Took a few seconds, and now I'm just going to go ahead and transfer funds, withdraw from exchange via USD bank or wire transfer. I'm going to pick my bank account. I'm going to max there. Review withdrawal. Going to take 1 business day. Confirm. Done. Boom. In 1 business day, I will have $1,300 in my bank account. $1,327.64 will hit my Empower checking account within 1 business day. So now you've seen me take the transaction from BitConnect. Again, making daily payments paid to me on BitConnect, converted into Bitcoin, transfer, and then the conversion takes seconds. Transferred it to here, took about 30 minutes. Transferred it to USD, took a few seconds, and now it'll be in my bank account in 24 hours. $1,327.64. So here you have it, proof that you can make money on this. And again, not a Ponzi scheme. I've explained 3 different avenues that they make money in order to pay out these interest payments. That being said, every one of you that has a job is paying into the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world ever. It's called Social Security. It's a forced Ponzi scheme. You are making payments for the people who are retired now, and you hope that there's enough money left over in that Ponzi scheme to pay you when you retire. Biggest Ponzi scheme provided to you by the federal government, who, by the way, outlaws Ponzi schemes. So you have the federal government outlawing Ponzi schemes while they're going ahead and forcing you into one, and they're taking money off the top. So the money you're going in, they're borrowing it for other things and never putting it back. So congratulations, you are a part of a Ponzi scheme, and you have no control over it. That's all I got to say today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hope this enlightened you a little bit. Hope maybe it reduce some of the crap that's being spewed. Maybe you trust me again, because I guess I'm a liar, but whatever the case may be, here you have it. I can't give you any more proof than what I currently have. Have a good night, everybody.